What up, what up, what up? It's your boy ARP, Rare Bit Entertainment is the movement, back with another video for y'all. Yeah, it went down last night. Arsonal versus Loaded Lux on the Alpha and Omega card by UW. Salute and shout out to UW, man, they put on. We're gonna talk about this Arsonal versus Lux battle. I'm gonna actually do a recap of the other battles that went down as well, but we gotta talk about the meat and potatoes first. Did it live up to the hype? Was it a classic? We're gonna talk about that. Also, y'all saw the trailer at the front. For anybody that's out the loop, Writers Volume 1 is going down September 2nd, Funkadelic Studios, 2 p.m. Be in the building. Not only is this, yet again, RBE doing what RBE does, trend-setting as always, but this is gonna be a fun event. There'll be food in the building, drinks in the building, all that other stuff for people to get right in the building. We're gonna have a good time for this card right here. I see some of y'all getting y'all advance tickets. Remember, this is a small room event. We want to make sure that everything hits on a card like this. Get your advance tickets. Don't wait till the last minute like everybody always does. Why does it need to live up to the hype? This is arguably one of the, if not the biggest battles of 2017. You got Arsonal retiring on his own platform versus arguably the biggest name in battle rap. I'm ready to call this battle a classic. I see mixed reviews out there. I see people saying, yo, Lux was trash, or Lux can't fuck with this person, or if he would have battled that person. Y'all are jumping the gun. But Lux is the only one that does that. He's the only person that does that to me. I consider myself to be a real good analyst. Like 90% of the time, one quick watch, I could pick my winner and loser. Another 5% of the time, I might need to watch it once, twice, maybe a third time, force myself to pick a winner. That last 5% though, is like, hold on. Don't rush this. That's what Lux does. I can already tell that this is one of those battles that it gotta age. It's gonna live on. It's gonna live on. We are gonna be respecting and appreciating this battle for time to come. How did Lux come through in this battle? So, gets up on that stage. He's got the Mr. Miyagi, hint hint, karate outfit on, all the way down to the fucking Bruce Lee slippers. He's got the Memoirs of a Geisha, you know, Asian outfitted chicks behind him with their fans out and all that shit. You know how Lux do, whether it's a Black Panther or he's going through his 80s gear into the hoodies and all that shit. Like, yo, he's a showman. And I didn't give Lux enough credit for his performance. You know what I mean? He's pretty aggressive too. It's pretty aggressive. His performance up there, the motherfucker looks like nobody else. Like, people actually joke about his mannerisms, and he's still the only nigga from the DVD era grabbing his nose while he raps. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker, all that shaking the sleeves out all the fucking time. He looks like he believes every bar that he's saying. He's passionate about every bar that he says. He's still so tactical. He really did play chess. You could tell as he etched out his 3 rounds. Now let's talk about Arsonal. The aggression that he brought to Lux. The disrespect was there. But this wasn't a million bars of, yo, I'll do this to your daughter or your son or your mother, and it wasn't that Ars that just shows up for random opponents, bars out, disrespects them and goes home. Nah. They know each other. They got history. So anything less than impactful angles, to me, would have ruined this battle. First round, probably the closest of the battle. You gotta dissect Lux's shit a little bit more before you pick a winner, but it felt like Arsonal won because he's more catchy, he was on point, he was sharp, and he was just hitting. It felt like Arsonal. But it could easily edge Lux once you get on footage and start breaking this shit down. Second round, I think, might have been the clearest round of the battle. That might have been Arsonal. Third round, Lux did his thing again. I would say I had it debatable until Arsonal got towards the end of his round. I think what really took him over the edge was that whole segment where he was talking about Lux's son, because that was an angle that he brought up a few times about how Arsonal actually has done more for Lux's son than Lux being the father himself. The side shit though was funny. Going back to the owners, you know what I mean? Like, you got Organic on stage, Smack was on stage. I think Smack came on stage like just as the third round was starting. They both right there in the front of stage. Only Arsonal will put Smack on the mic, you know, and Smack will shout out Ars, yo, you know what I mean, salute to him in his career. You know what I mean? And whether UW flew Organic in or he came in on his own coin. Only Ars is gonna, at the end of his third round, leave on a note where he's sending shots at these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Smack about the politics and contract stuff, and Organic about the Ice and Suge battle, and we'll get to the Ice and Suge battle in a second. If I had to choose right now off of the initial feeling and impact of those rounds, it's Arsonal. It's Arsonal. Definitely 2-1. He may have edged the first two. This is that last 5% that I'm talking about. I don't even want to fully commit to picking a winner yet, because I heard Lux go through so much shit in his rounds that it's like, slow down. Don't be the one that jumps out there that fast picking a winner, because this battle is going to be one of those types. Charlie Clips versus Rod B. I got that battle looking like it's 3-0. If it was 2-1, then maybe Rod B edged the third round, which is his best round of the battle. First of all, we got to give Charlie Clips his respect for being back, being on point. I don't like, you know, oh, he's back after one performance. I follow trends. I don't follow one occurrence. That's the way you're supposed to do it. You know what I mean? Same way, if somebody has one off night, don't write them off. Follow more of a trend. You know what I mean? Show respect to the artists, especially the ones that maintain solid consistency. Right now, Clips is maintaining solid consistency. So he's been showing up all year, and he did an interview after the battle, and he said the reason why he was slacking the way that he was and not fully preparing. And the reason why, you know, we all know Clips, you know, he's a cool dude, he's got a lot of charisma and everything, he jokes around a lot. You know, and I think he was dead serious about that reasoning that he gave, because it was even mentioned in another battle. It was mentioned in him versus Lux. You know what I'm saying? So I think he was speaking on a real situation. So at that point, give that man his props, give that man his respect. And that's a good thing, because Clips is so fucking talented. Clips is one of those battlers, topic time. Clips is one of those battlers that's in the driver's seat of his career. You know what that means? You got certain battlers that don't even have to wait for a call from a league. They can make calls. Yo, what you got? Call coming up? Let me jump on that. It's like Diddy. Like, remember how he called Waka Flocka? Like, yo, you got me on that remix, and Waka's like, oh, bet I got you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when you're that big and you're that talented, you know, you give a league the right price at the right time, like, they'll make room for you, or they'll situate, they'll work it out. Certain people are just in a driver's seat where they can make those calls. And that's a message to some of the battlers that just don't know that. Like, don't be scared to reach out to the owners. You know what I mean? The same way owners reach out to the artists and offer their platform, artists could reach out to the leagues and offer their talent. That's how it goes. Clips could, you know, he could be getting so many good battles in and make so much money, good money, year round, because he has access to so many platforms. You know, he's not a restricted type of guy. He's too big to be restricted. Like, you see that Big K interview?
No, I'm not on any roster, bro. I'm a grown-ass man, bro. I don't belong to nobody. Okay. That's for these new chumps. Not me. All of them ain't chumps, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean to get disrespectful, but that's just how I feel. I ain't disrespecting nobody. I don't know none of them.
Maybe I said roster, but, like, is this sort of somewhat a home for you?
Nah, I live in Norfolk, Virginia, sir.
I'll say this about Rod B. What Rod B to me is missing is the feel. That feel. You know, it's that separation of why Charlie Clips could even freestyle 3 rounds. And I'm not saying that he did, but can probably beat Rod B from freestyling for 3 rounds, because he has that feel. That feel comes from your voice projection, sometimes voice manipulation. Do your homework on what artists use voice manipulation in certain punchlines and certain lines and bars to their advantage. You gotta analyze the art of this shit. You know what I'm saying? The stage presence, the aggression, the charisma, the personality is coming out of Clips. You know, that's why he wins battles that he's supposed to lose. You know what I mean? Not supposed to face another top tier with 2 rounds or freestyle and beat them, but he got those other elements as well. You know what I mean? So Rod B is missing that feel. And I fuck with him because he's a young up and coming guy. He's got the bars, he's got the talent. But it's his delivery and his voice and that feel. So when he's up there performing and he's doing all the gun movements and all that type of, you know what I mean? Like, if you look at the stage, I was analyzing it. Like, even some of the hosts in the battle, they're just sitting there. He's not moving them. He's not moving them, even though at times he's saying shit that might even be better than Clips, because that overall feel isn't there. That comes with the delivery, the energy, your voice projection. He's got to look at this like an art. Not just rapping and moving with my bars. He's got to really put like that artist angle to his rounds and really change up the way he comes off. And he'll be fine, because at the end of the day, he's got talent, he's got the bars. Old Red K Shine, It's a close battle right here. It lived up to the hype that two guys of this caliber is supposed to. First round, Red goes, he snaps. K-Shine going second, got that, you know, coming after effect. And I think old Red's pen was better. He had better bars overall, more material in his first round. But Shine was probably landing the heavier crowd reaction moments. You know what I mean? And there was an issue with time limits. Old Red was mentioning it's supposed to be 3:30. Why am I being cut off? And then you hear Shine say, no, my contract says 2:30. It's going to be a debatable round though. But Shine could have edged it. Second round, I give to Red. I think Shine got off the gas pedal a little bit. I think it was Shine's lightest round. And the third round, Shine would have took if Red didn't have the extra points from creativity. He took some professor approach where he puts on the button-down shirt, the tie, the sweater over it, the glasses, sits down in a chair, he's got a notebook, and he's basically like schooling Shine and like on some psychology shit. He's going through like your personality, or you know, you got temper tantrum. Then he gets into Dap Mob talk like he's trying to school him. He brings up comparisons of Shine and Dap Mob to NWX and Saga. Close round because Shine definitely put on, but that creative edge of Red trying to go to the next level with shit. And Red 2-1 in a very, very good battle. Headaches and Suge did not go down. There was speculation, you know, for the people that was buzzing it behind the scenes. Speculation that because Ice is the current King of the Dot champion that he's not supposed to be taking battles. And I heard of that before. Turns out Suge battled DNA. I got this battle 3-0 for DNA. Closest round being the third round. Suge started snapping. He had some part in there where he basically dunked on this nigga DNA. He had like a Shaq ball, but he reverse slammed on DNA. He did a what's your life like? That was crazy in the third. And Suge probably could have took the third round if it was a little bit longer. DNA got into some shit. He had some sick angles. And he kind of just pulled away by having more shit in his third round. I don't want to put a knock on nobody because it's a last minute battle. You know, it was supposed to be Ice and Suge. But DNA did an interview after the battle where he was saying they found out 3 weeks ago. At that point, I gotta keep it 100 and remove the excuse. Because I know a lot of battle rappers that prepare in less than 3 weeks. A battle, but listen, we get shit misconstrued a lot. A battle could be booked 4 months out. That doesn't mean that the battle is writing for 4 months. These people, they got lives, they doing other shit. As they battle start to approach, everybody's different. Some people say, all right, 2 weeks, let me start to sit down and take a week to write and another week to memorize. Certain people take a day. Adi Boom, he's the fastest person I've ever met in this game. A day. He could write a battle and memorize it. We dropped a trailer for Adi Boom versus Charlie Clips like a week before the event. And Adi Boom had bars in his round responding to shit that Clip said in the trailer. How about Math versus Chilla? That's arguably one of the best Math performances that we've seen. Definitely his best performance in over like the last 2 years, right? Isn't he doing interviews, or didn't he say out of his own mouth that he wrote some of his material, or he finished that battle or one of the rounds or something like the day before or the week of or some shit like that? Rex versus Jay 400. The battle didn't go down. I saw Jay on a stage at times. He was in the building. A lot of people were saying that Rex never made it to the building. Who knows? I don't know. I would say this though, the only thing that's fucked up about that, it's crazy when it's like nobody even has an answer. I mean, like, no shows is one thing, or the battle's not going down is one, because from the fan standpoint, they just paying to see a battle. They don't care about all the extra shit. People don't know what's going on, what happens. Like, is there any phone calls being made, text messages? Does anybody know what's going on? So people's not even really hearing what's going on. It's like, damn. But it is what it is. That battle didn't go down. Alright, y'all, I'm out of here. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We got more trailers coming, more vlogs coming. Battles on the way with the September 2nd event, Writers Volume 2. Get your advance tickets, I'm telling y'all. Another trend-setting series being kicked off by RBE. Come enjoy this event with us, small room series, so we definitely gonna have that crazy vibe in the building. It's your boy, I'm out of here.